I'm a little late to the Christmas video posting, but you guys, I have made it. So I'm filming this today and it's Thursday, December the 8th, and my semester is done. My semester is over and I'm happy and proud and pleased to say that I have again hit all A's, and I know that's not everybody's goal in life, but for me it is. And so I worked hard, I worked really hard, and it paid off, and so I'm really excited about that. Anyways, so today's video I'm so excited because I'm finally going to be sharing with you guys my first Christmas video of the season. Now, in transparency, I will say that I did film a Christmas video several weeks back, but honestly I did not like how it turned out. Plus, I just could not get around to editing it. I just had too many things going on, and so I just scratched it. I'm starting over. So in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you all my Christmas book collection. So a lot of these I have read, and some of them I have not, but I will let you know which ones those are as we kind of go along. So the very first book in my collection I'm going to show you guys today, and these are not really in any particular order, but the first one I will show you guys is one of my very favorites, and that is The White Christmas Inn. I know a lot of us have probably heard about this book by now, but I just love it. It, to me, is just the quintessential, just heartwarming Christmas book that I believe everyone needs to have in their bookshelves. I mean, it's so cozy. It's got so many wonderful characters and storylines, and just the overall atmosphere of the book is just so Christmassy and fun. And you guys, they're stuck at an inn during Christmas. I mean, they're snowed in. It's just, oh, it's the perfect storyline. It's just so good. You have a married couple who runs the inn, and then you've got all these guests, some that are planned to be there, and some of them, like I said, there was a snowstorm and they're stuck and they had to stay at this inn because they couldn't get to where they were actually going. And so there is several stories going on in this book, but it works so well and it's so good. So yes, I had to start with this one. All right, next I'm going to change it up just a little bit and show you guys one that I have recently read. Recently as in I finished it today on the 8th. And that is Falling Like Snowflakes by Denise Hunter. Now, if you've been on my channel for any amount of time, you know that she is one of my go-to authors, and I've never read anything like this book from her. It's so good. I didn't even know that she wrote like suspense. Like, she typically doesn't have too much suspense in her books, but this was a Christmas suspense. And it's a Christmas book in the fact that, like, the setting is, you know, at a Christmas tree farm, and they are going through the holidays during this book. So it's like a wintry feel all the way around, and there's just talk of trimming the tree, you know, all the twinkling lights and all of that. But in the midst of it, there is this like huge mystery going on, and oh my goodness, it just shocked me. I was so surprised. I will talk more about this book in my wrap up, but you guys, wow, I was blown away. So good. All right, next I have An Ivy Hill Christmas. This is from Julie Klassen, and I've recently read this book too. And again, this is just a quintessential, heartwarming, like endearing story. This is a really good book to have in your collection because, you know, it's not too thick. Next in my Christmas book collection, we have You and Me by Becky Wade. Again, this is another short book, and it's just a sweet Christmas romance book. You know, the characters are really fun. The whole premise of the book is fun, and it's part of Misty River, which is Becky Wade's latest series. And so it was really nice to go back to a Misty River, and especially at Christmas time. All right, another book in my collection is Terry Blackstock's Catching Christmas. There is a buzz about this book this year, and I've seen it everywhere. So I read this last year. It is a good book. It's not one that I particularly feel the need to rush back and read, but it's Terry Blackstock, and it is a good Christmas book. It is just very emotional, but overall this was a good book, and I loved like our main hero, Finn. He is such a good guy, and honestly he does have a transformation this is a good book. And yes, I'm happy that I do have this in my collection. And you guys, the cover is just so sweet. I can't get over this little cab with the presents. Next, I have 2 Colleen Coble Christmas books, and they each have 2 short novellas inside. So this one I have started reading, but I DNF'd one of the stories because there was just a story in there I could not get behind. It was too emotional, you know, it was speaking of like miscarriages and things like that. And even though like that phase of my life is over, it's still hard to read about. So I really haven't felt like going back and rereading the next one. Maybe someday I will, so I'm going to keep it on my shelf. And then this one I purchased this year, All Is Calm and All Is Bright. So yes, 2 more short stories in here, and they sound pretty cute. So, you know, I'm not, like I said, I don't feel like an urge to read them right away, but I am glad that I have them in my collection. All right, next in my collection I have A Cross Country Christmas. This is another one that is just getting a lot of buzz this year. I read it last year, and I wish I could be where everybody else is with this book. I was talking to one of my friends and I'm like, why can't I get there? I just can't get there. As much as I want to, I just can't. And I'm going to keep this book because I may have to reread it. Maybe if I reread it, I will feel differently. But the main character, like the main girl, I could not get over her attitude. I kept reading the book because I wanted to see it through. And yes, it does end very nice. There are some Hallmark moments. There are some heartwarming moments. There really are. But her attitude, oh, she just kind of like got on my nerves. I'm like, people are going to fail you. I mean, that's evident. But you're going to carry this around for 10 years? Like, no. Like, you're only hurting yourself. Anyways, overall, you know, the cover I can't get over. It's so cute. It's a beautiful book to have in my collection. And like I said, there were parts of this book that I really did enjoy. And so it's definitely worth keeping. Just a few more to go. So next is A Cliche Christmas. Now, I believe the ones that are left I haven't read yet. And so, yes, this one, A Cliche Christmas by Nicole Deese. I've never read anything from her, but she's loved by so many people. And she recently won an award for one of her books. And so I'm really excited to give this a chance now. Oshina read this recently and she wasn't too fond of it. Neither was Bailey. And so now I'm a little bit nervous to read it, but I'm going to try to go in unbiased and see what I feel. Regardless, it's a Christmas book by Nicole Deese. And so yes, this is one that I've added to my collection actually this year, and I hope to get to this pretty soon. All right, next we have A Holiday by Gaslight. I've been wanting this book for over a year. So I first heard about this book from Stacy from Christian Reads and Classics. And she made this book sound so good, and the cover just blows me away. It's just a beautiful Victorian Christmas. And yeah, so I cannot wait to read this. I'm going to be buddy reading it with some friends of mine, and I can't wait. So yes, this is another quintessential, just Christmassy book that I'm so happy that I have in my collection. Last but not least, this is another book that has been on my radar for about a year because Lindsay from BSCG, she mentioned this, I believe, was it last year? I can't remember. I'm pretty sure it was last year that I heard her talk about this. I think somebody else did too. Was it Alicia? Oh, I can't remember now. But somebody talked about this book and it sounded so cute. The title is In Frost, Minnesota, and it's got this, you know, beautiful historical home on the front with just snow everywhere, and then the family's name is Frost. And I mean, come on, that is just so Christmassy, so wintry. And you know, I've heard great things about this book. I read some reviews on Goodreads and it sounds really good. I just love having these cozy Christmassy books on my shelf. I don't know, it just makes me happy. So yes, hopefully I will get to this pretty soon as well. So there you have it. Those are my Christmas books that I have in my collection. So 11 in total, or you could say 13 because 2 of the books have 2 stories inside. Now I have not read every book in my collection, And so there's a couple that I have that I'm thinking could have Christmas stories in them just because the covers look kind of wintry, but I wasn't sure, and so I did not add them to this video. But yes, that is my overall Christmas book collection. I'm happy for how many I have, and I think it is a fun collection. It has, you know, all different types, you know, romance, historical, suspense, like a little bit of everything. And so I just think that is a lot of fun. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up this video. I hope you enjoyed it. And yeah, until next time, take care, and I will see you in my next video.